Hi, my name is Ryan Hugler with Landscape Legends, and in this video I'm going to be showing you one of the most important parts about doing SEO for your landscaping business, and that is setting up your website's structure and creating the pages that you need and putting the content on those pages that you need. So let's start off, zoom in here with your home page. Your home page is probably the most important page because this is where everybody visits usually first. So if you have your website on the side of your truck or on your Facebook profile or on like a door hanger, and it's usually probably going to be this page. Now, I guess with a door hanger, you could use a landing page for a specific service, but most of the time, it's going to be landing on this home page. So it's going to get the most traffic. It's going to get the most signals from Google. Google's going to see a lot of traction going towards that page. So that page is going to have the most authority. And because of this, we want to target our main service and city with this page. So how do we do this? For this example, we're going to be targeting lawn maintenance services in Denver. So our target keyword here is, as you can see, Denver lawn maintenance. So that's our target keyword. Now, why do we do this? We do this so that when people search, so for this example, it's Zionsville Landscaper. It's a suburb of Indianapolis. We can show up first, just like our client is here. So as you can see here, the page title, an SEO title, is Zionsville Landscaping Company. So for Denver lawn maintenance, we would want Denver lawn maintenance. As you can see here, the meta description also includes Zionsville Landscaping, so we'd want to include Denver lawn maintenance in there as well. And then let's go ahead and click on this, load it up. And then as you can see up here as well, the URL contains Zionsville Landscaping. So for your website, you would, or for this example, we'd want Denver-lawn-maintenance to be in the URL. So it'd be like yourwebsite.com/Denver-lawn-maintenance. So that's your ideal URL structure. And as we move through the page, now this specific website is pretty aggressive with our keyword targeting, but it's also in a pretty competitive market, so we wanted to be a little bit more aggressive. So as you can see here, front and center, Premier Zionsville Landscaping Company. So for this example, instead of having Zionsville Landscaping Company in our H1 or our main headline, we want Denver lawn maintenance, and then maybe like providing lawn maintenance services in Denver, Colorado, and the surrounding area. Something like that. As we scroll down, oh look, Zionsville, Indiana Landscaping Company. Our first subheadline includes Zionsville, Indiana Landscaping Company. And then our first sentence of the first paragraph also includes Zionsville Landscaping. So wherever you see Zionsville Landscaping on this page, you want to kind of create your own content. Don't just copy and paste this, because that's not going to work. But see how often we're talking about Zionsville Landscaping. So for this example, we would talk a lot about Denver lawn maintenance and use that specific phrasing. Now, don't just spam it everywhere. It has to still make sense when you read it. But the spots that you just have to put your keyword if you want to rank for it: URL, SEO title, your meta description, your main H1 title. So this has to have it. Ideally, kind of if you have like a sub headline or something there, put it in there. And then your H2, your first sub headline with like a content section, and then the very first sentence of your first paragraph needs to have it. If you have that, you got a good start. Now, as you can see here, we include it throughout the page much more than that. So Premier Zionsville, Indianapolis Landscaping. We talk about Zionsville. We talk about the services. Once again, landscaping in Zionsville, Indiana. This website's pretty aggressive with it, but it's working, and we're at the top of Google. So if you're in a competitive area, you may need to be more aggressive with it, but you can't overdo it. So don't just spam your keyword everywhere. Remember, you still are going to have real people reading it and visiting your website, so you want it to make sense for those real people as well, not just Google. So that is our homepage. We are targeting our main city that we're servicing, and our main service. Now, to target different services, we then need to come down here and create individual service pages. So for example, on here, we've got landscape design, award-winning Indianapolis landscape designer, top-rated landscape designer, so-and-so. And then we've also got weed control, Indianapolis weed control, Indianapolis weed control. You see what's happening here? We create these individual sub-pages that still provide information necessary, because when people land on your homepage and they see these navigation menus and they're like, okay, I'm looking for lawn care fertilization, they're going to click to this page and they still need the information that they need. Like, yes, we're talking about Google here and optimizing for Google, but you also want to have a good user experience to keep people on your website, because Google is also going to see if people just click off and leave. So Indianapolis lawn fertilization, this is actually tagged as the H1, even though it's not necessarily the main looking headline. But that's the most important part, having it tagged as the H1 on your website builder. Superior Indiana lawn fertilization, or Indianapolis lawn fertilization, lawn care services we provide, goes into the details, provides some topical relevance so that Google knows that we are talking about lawn fertilization here and we know what we're talking about. So for this example, for Denver, we would go through and make a Denver lawn mowing page, a Denver mulch installation page, a Denver planting services, Denver lawn aeration, Denver overseeding, Denver leaf removal. You get the gist? And as you can see, here's another example I threw in here. Like you hover over services, and then you got lawn care, property cleanups, tree service, snow removal. And then actually on these, I may have some on here as well. No, we don't. But let me just go ahead and pull this one up real quick. So as you can see, we've even got submenus. So lawn mowing, lawn treatments, lawn aeration, power raking, lawn fertilization, mulch installation, planting, tree trimming, tree removal, property cleanups, tree service. So we've got all these pages for individual services. This one provides more information on the services, like I said, but most importantly, it gives Google more content to understand and process. So if we only had this homepage of Denver lawn maintenance, we'd probably only have a shot at ranking for Denver lawn maintenance, or maybe Denver lawn mowing, but realistically probably not, because Denver's pretty competitive. But in creating these pages, this page is going to have a chance of ranking for Denver planting services. This page is going to have a chance of ranking for Denver mulch installation. You see, individual pages on your website rank, not the website as a whole. Now, everything as a whole is connected, and it's important to make sure they're connected. But having this Denver mulch installation page isn't going to make your home page rank number one for Denver mulch installation. It's going to give you another opportunity with a separate page to rank number one. Now, I kind of skipped over these, but you also want your about page, your gallery, your contact page, just the general stuff. And then if you're going to write a blog, have a resources tab so that you can hold all those in there. You can also have any hiring pages and whatever you feel necessary in terms of navigational pages. Now from here, we can take it one step farther and add in city pages. So for example, on this website here, the main target city is Sioux Falls. We scroll down and we see Crooks and Renner, two other towns in the service area. So now we've got Renner Lawn Care. And if we go down here and we go to Crooks Lawn Care. So you see, not only are we creating individual service pages, but we're also creating individual city pages. So as you can see here, here's all of the pages we created for this one. So now we've got Fisher's Landscaping Company, Avon Landscaping Company. And once again, this comes down to the fact that each page on your website can really only target one search term. So if you do a lot, you serve multiple areas, you need these pages to have a shot at ranking number one on Google when people are searching for your services. Now, if you really want to get into the weeds of things and build out a very, very robust website, you can even go in and make individual service pages for your additional cities. Now, this can get a little complicated, so I don't necessarily recommend doing this straight out the bat, especially if you're doing it yourself. You're gonna have a great start just building out service pages and building out city pages. Just make sure your home page is targeting your main city and your main service, and then the rest will kind of fall under there. Now, if you want to go in and do like the service pages for sub-cities, like these secondary cities, same thing applies. Boulder lawn mowing instead of Denver lawn mowing. Boulder mulch installation instead of Denver mulch installation. Boulder planting services instead of Denver planting services. And we've got the same thing over here. So as you can see, Aurora lawn maintenance for that one, but then we've got Aurora lawn mowing, Aurora mulch installation, Aurora planting, Aurora lawn aeration, Aurora overseeding, Aurora leaf removal. Having all these pages gives us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3, that's 18, 19, 20, 21. So if these were the services we targeted and the towns we targeted, we would have 21 different search terms that we could possibly rank for. Now, that's not all that it takes to rank, but without this, you're not going to rank for the keywords that you want. You have to tell Google what your pages are about and what you want to be shown for. So once you have your website set up properly like that, you got good content on there, Google can understand what services you're offering. And once again, it also provides a good user experience because, like I said, if people click off or your website doesn't load fast and they just leave, Google's going to see that. They're not going to recommend you. From here, once you have your website set up, then you can start looking into things like backlinking and building your website's authority. So when other websites that are authoritative and Google sees them as an authoritative presence link back to you, they transfer some of that authority to your website. So if you've got a bunch of links from like Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and all these big popular websites, and your competitors are just getting like a link from Joe Schmo's bakery down the street or something, I don't know, you're going to be a lot more authoritative and Google's going to want to show you. So that's the general gist of structuring your website. Now, I do want to make one more note here. What we just went over is going to help you rank in these spots right here, not necessarily the map pack. The only thing that's going to help you rank on the map pack is having your home page set up properly. So as you can see here, we've got our home page targeting Denver lawn maintenance. When you attach that to your Google Business Profile, which you have to have a Google Business Profile to show up here, when you attach your website, as you can see here, this company linked to their home page, Lawn Starter. Well, that's a lead. Well, shoot. As you can see on this one, this is a real company. Their website definitely needs some work, but as you can see, this is their home page. So that's where they're linking on their Google Business Profile. And because of that, Google is going to scan the homepage and register the content, and that's going to affect your Google Business Profile as well. If you've never done any sort of SEO on your website and you just want to get found on Google by people looking for your services so you can get a more consistent lead flow coming in without having to pay all the time for ads, start here. Once you do this, see kind of what changes. Are you getting more people contacting you from Google? Or if you're not, there's probably more that needs to be done. Most likely on the backlink side of things. So if this video helped, make sure you leave a thumbs up and comment below if you have any questions.